Fulani, I don't know why they are bent on Islamizing Nigeria, possessing lands that does not belong to their ancestors. The lands across the southwest do not belong to the Fulani, it belongs to the Yorubas.
We heard a very bad news now that Fulani Islamic extremists are now in Ile-Ife. This video.
For láti bí 6 years, tèmi náà ti di Ọlọ́bàtálá gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ wọn. Náà ti máa ń wá every January láti bá wa ṣe ọdún Ọbàtálá. So àwọn lélẹ̀ màmá ó yá ṣàlàyé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lánàá.
Nípa òrìṣà o.
Òrìṣà Yépa.
Ẹ kú ọdún o. Ayọ̀ la fi bẹ̀rẹ̀, ayọ̀ la máa fi làjà o. Tí a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa wá o, táwọn èèyàn family máa wá, táwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi náà wá wá. Àwọn kan tún ṣe lọ lánàá.
A woman, a traditionalist, was stoned with stone and bottles. Her head was shattered. Now it seems the southwest has been taken over by the Fulani's extremists. What was your reaction?
I'm telling you that is a very sad story, and I know Southwesterners, the Yoruba Council of Elders, cultural group Afenifere, OPC. I think, I believe they must have been, gotten the wind up and about to or doing something about it. That's an open aggression from the Fulani Islamists, and they are having complicities, accomplices in the southwest that at least inform the Islamists about the traditional worshipper they actually or nearly lynched to death. You know what? There is nothing wrong with freedom of religion in Nigeria. Since the inception of this country in 2014, Fulani has not been able to come out and tell us reasons why they want the whole Nigeria Islamized. No reason. It is for selfish interest. Actually, they believe that entire geography of this contraption, Nigeria, belongs to their forefathers. Who are their forefathers? According to Abubakar Balawa, Ottoman and Fodio invaded here. In the north, not here. I'm right now in Lagos State. Lagos State is southwestern region of Nigeria. It's not north. In the north, Ottoman and Fodio stretched his tentacles of Fulani conquests. And he succeeded in 1804 using beautiful Fulani women to defeat the Hausas. What are the strategies? They give them beautiful, alluring, sexy and fascinating Fulani women in marriage, and after marrying them, still when the time was at least ripe enough for them to strike, Fulani hegemonies instructed their daughters. They gave their hand in marriage to the Yoruba, to the Hausas in the north to strike by using poison. They put poison in their foods and annihilated, neutralized the Hausa men in their large numbers. Then the king, what's the name of this king? I always forget the name of the king. The king of the Hausas then himself was beheaded by these Fulani warriors. After beheading the Fulani, the Hausa warriors, king, they stretched their angle of Islamization to Borno State, I mean Northwest. Then what am I trying to say? I'm trying to tell you how dominance, they have taken over dominance of every region in the north, and they are still spreading their tentacles towards southwestern Nigeria. It's because Yorubas are sleeping. They are not apprehensive of the fact that these strangers they allow to infiltrate the land of Yorubas, all in the name of coming to the slaughterhouse, abattoir, at the axis of Ishaga. Yes, abattoir, at the axis of Abulegba, all over Lagos, where Lagos State are having abattoir, is the Fulanis that ferry all their cows and animals from north coming towards southeast to be slaughtered for sale. Yoruba doesn't know that the Fulani man you see is always having ulterior motive, hidden agenda anywhere they settle, anywhere they go for business. That's why they are coming towards the west to actually dominate and occupy. And you can see the reason why I always say that the Fulanis are Oda Onwelane. They have now taken over in Osun State, Oyo State, which is why Seyi Makinde has mobilized the Amoteku, almost 2,000 in number, to start combing the whole Yoruba islands and the forests. They are there doing their work. Then, what happened in Osun State, you can see. It is a rat that lives in the house that instructs the mouse that comes from the bush that the fish, dry fish, is in the chimney. Chimney, you know the meaning of chimney in Africa now?
Yeah.
Where there is basket, local basket, loaded with fish. It is the rat in the house that informs the mouse from the farmland. Go to the chimney, you will see a basket loaded with fish. Because the mouse is a stranger.
So you are saying now that this fish
They have accomplice. They make some with Yoruba.
Internal Yoruba.
Yes, Yoruba Arab. That's what they call them. I am an analyst. There are other analysts that call them Yoruba Arabs. Those Yorubas that are radical Muslims are the Yoruba Arabs because they have sold into their brains, brainwashed them with Arabic ideology. So they don't believe in Christianity. They are now attacking Donald Trump while inviting WF Professor Kumuyi into the United States to do what? To join or pray for you during your inauguration. Does it mean that Nigeria is an Islamic state? These are questions that are coming out from this Sheikh Gumi.
Yes,
Sheikh Gumi.
I am told that Sheikh Gumi has attacked Donald Trump.
He attacked Donald Trump.
Then why didn't he invite at least the Sultan of Sokoto?
No. Sultan of Sokoto has nowhere to be. No space for him. There is no space for terrorists in the United States of America. It has occurred to this regime that during the time of Democrats, they were too soft and let me say friendly that the Arab terrorists infiltrated America. It occurred November 9/11 in 2001 when almost WTO, the White House owned by the hand of God, they dodged it. They could not succeed. What about Pentagon? Northern Pentagon was attacked. Then WTO building, World Trading Organization building, twin building, were leveled down by the Arab terrorists led by Osama bin Laden. This is what Donald Trump is trying to avoid. It is the Democrat that often invited the Arabs in the past to infiltrate the United States of America, and Donald Trump has said no. This is a real American that is trying to snatch America from the hand grip of the Arab Mugareb, who over the years infiltrated the United States of America, and they are spreading their tentacle of Islamization from the angle of Iran, Middle East, towards West African countries, and they are here. ISWAP is here. Boko Haram from ISWAP, ISIS translated into ISWAP, and if you ask me, I will tell you that northern Nigeria was Al-Qaeda prone since early 90s. See, let me tell you, what is happening now has indicated actually that Donald Trump is a Christian, and he needed all the Christian countries in Africa to work with. That's why he's expanding his policy, African policy, towards southern Nigeria. It can never be for the North. The North has sold themselves, their souls, to Islamism. And you see, the doctrine, the ideology of Islamism, wasting of blood, buying innocent people, is idealistic or idealism to them. That's why Trump is largely criticized by the northern elites who are 100% Muslims.
Well, we can see that these Arabs have had their inroads into the southwest. They have tried many times to also have an incursion into the southeast. So how have the Igbos been proactively able to prevent such incursion?
This is an incursion that we couldn't allow in Igbo land over the years. I told you what Attàck did in 1804. He was the one that abruptly stopped the spreading of Islam across Mid-Belt. When they were coming towards Igbo land, as they were marching, the Attàck of Igala, the paramount Oba or Eze or Igbe of that time, that era, stopped Ottoman Danfodio. That was when Africans were Africa. Christianity was not imminent on this soil then. That was when men were archaic and diabolic in action. Diabolically, by diabolical means, he stopped the archaic voodoos of the Osman Dan Fodio led warriors and did what? Beheaded all of them, and even Osman Dan Fodio himself could not be spared. Could you imagine that Atta of Igala gave him short sleeve and removed his head from his neck, and he died? That is why the Fulanis are aggrieved, very, very angry over the Benue indigents that culminated to incessant Fulani bloody attacks on the Benue communities. I'm telling you, the number of people that were disallowed last week at the angle of the same mid-belt of Adamawa angle. 147 people were killed. What could have at least led to that? Islamization. They want to Islamize the whole Christian regions in Nigeria. And Donald Trump made mention of that Buhari was busy disallowing, annihilating, and the killings of Christians in Nigeria. Why, Muhammad Buhari? Why are you doing this? That's why throughout his tenure, Donald Trump could not visit Nigeria, because he called Muhammad Buhari a lifeless president. Actually, Buhari was lifeless in the sense that he had no certificate. All his tenure, straight 8 years, a certificateless man, president, was ruling Nigeria. Otherwise, we would have at least gotten good results from this current regime. This current regime is a continuation of Buhari regime in the sense that we have, for the first time in history, a president Muslim, a vice president Muslim. This is a tale by the moonlight. It is very, very indicting.
It is the Fulani's agenda that is playing out.
Sorry, agenda that is playing out, because you don't have, in a secular state like Nigeria, Muslim ticket. It is not workable. It is not advisable now, and you will see where it has degenerated the Nigerian economy to. We are now down economically to the level that some persons, Bogudu Abi, Magudu, or whatever he calls himself, is praising Tinubu that the economy, Nigerian economy, is appreciating. That Tinubu is doing well. Imagine, I tell you, I yap him on Flip TV that he's a Bagudu, that is somebody that is baggaging truth. Write it. I don't know what to understand. Yeah. So that it will not be exposed to the members of the world. How could you say this on social media that Nigerian economy is moving forward in this kind of excruciating situation, whereby the atmosphere, economic, commercial, and so on and so forth in Nigeria is no longer conducive to you and I, and you are praising someone who is not doing well economically and otherwise? So I don't know why the Fulanis are so much aggrieved, so much prepared to take over a whole country.
Well, that is not enough. Bashir Ahmed, who came out some days ago and said that whoever that is seeking the release of Nnamdi Kanu should be considered as the #1 terrorist, has been called to have said this, as shown on my screen.
Yes,
he said that he is proud to be called an Islamic extremist. This same Bashir Ahmed. What's your reaction?
United States, I think they should be preparing to arrest him now, because he even criticized Trump for inviting only Christians to his own inauguration in the US. And I'm telling you,
Bashir Ahmed?
the same Bashir Ahmed and the Gumi. So this time around, I don't know why the FBI and the CIA-led Marine commandos have not put everything in action to at least swoop in his house at maybe a community in Sokoto or Zamfara or anywhere in the north, to at least pick him alive or dead to the United States to go and answer for what? Committing an act of terrorism in Nigeria. It is a threat. It doesn't concern you. A sitting president of the United States of America has right to invite anybody he could. It is not a must that he must invite the Arab Mugareb called Fulani. It is not possible. Fulani, I don't know why they are bent on Islamizing Nigeria, possessing lands that does not belong to their ancestors. The lands across the southwest do not belong to the Fulani. It belongs to the Yorubas. The whole Yoruba highland belongs to the Yorubas. Let alone Okay, that's why they can't drag it with us in the southeastern Nigeria. The kind of security outfit we have there are fighting police, fighting Nigerian soldiers and police, which are teamly, largely Fulani. That's why police has not seen anything good on leaving ESN to curb insecurity in the southeastern Nigeria. They will be fighting ESN that are fighting bandits, kidnappers, and headers. Okay, this is tales, a tale by moonlight. What is very strange and inexplicable is busy happening in Nigeria under the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I don't see the reason why Fulani man should come to Southwest, brainwash the Yoruba Muslims, and attack a traditional worshipper, an elderly woman, on the way to perform his what? Sacrifice. Her sacrificial whatever. Her rituals. Yeah. They attack her. They broke her skull. It is bad. It is injustice of the highest order. And you have Yoruba's elders under the platform Afenifere watching, crossing their fingers. It is not allowed for somebody to come to another man's land, impose his religion on that person. It is not advisable. It is not tenable. It is animosity of the highest order. You don't come to my house and tell me whom to worship. It is left for me and my family to choose whom we could at least make our God. The Fulanis are looking for trouble, and I'm invoking causes today that come what may. What actually took part in 2013 in Central African Republic against the Fulani locals in that country is going to happen in Nigeria. Repeatedly, the outside militias and other mid-belt militias, they should be grouping up now to stand against Fulani sage. The Fulanis, they are rage, they are pandemic, they are even worse than cancer and COVID-19. They are needed to be what? At least vacate from Nigerian history, Nigerian country as well. We don't need the Fulanis. They are our common enemies.
Thank you very much for that brilliant submission, Mazira.